Thanks for checking out our channel here. This is going to be probably a two-part video because I don't know if we had the parts to fix this unit or not, in stock anyways. We get Gallagher units in for repair, but this is a newer model. This is about 2-3 years old, this unit, from when it was built. So it's under warranty, unless it's water damage or something like that, then they can't warranty that. But malfunctions or lightning, stuff like that, Gallagher warranties up to 3 years on their stuff nowadays. And so this unit is a 2020 model, I believe. Yeah, mid 2020, late 2020, somewhere in that range. The note on it says the lights won't go all the way up into the green, the top green, because this has like 2 yellow, 2 red, or 2 red, 2 yellow, 2 green sort of thing. So higher up it goes, the better the performance of the unit and the performance of the fence and stuff like that. So we're going to tear into it, see if we can figure out what's wrong with it, and if we need to order parts, we'll order some parts. But we are set up to do warranty work on Gallagher stuff. I'm pretty confident this is probably not water damage. These don't way these cases are designed. This is a dual powered unit, AC/DC unit, and so it is designed to be outdoors, and you can mount it onto a T-post, so you can run some screws through the center right here. There's a little hole, run a wood screw through there into a wood post, but it's also designed to be set on top of a T-post right there. So let's go ahead and hook it up. So you put power right there. You can either put the 110 volt cord that has like a little power adapter thing, either plugged it in the side of it, or this customer sent us the 12 volt one. So we'll put the 12 volt cord in the side of it. And we're going to put our power supply. It's at 13 volts, so we'll leave it there. And we'll hook up our power to it. Alright, we'll do the battery check thing first, make sure the battery's all charged. So all the lights work. So they'll all go up to the top there. So let's turn it over to here and see what it does. Well, see, it's going all the way to the very top there. Huh. Well, so far so good. Let me maybe there's nothing wrong with it. Maybe they got a bad short in the fence somewhere they couldn't see or didn't see. I'll go grab the note here in a second and read it to you and see what it says, but I'm going to hook this analog fence tester up to it. Now I did notice right here, this is all kind of rusted and arcing a little bit right there, so maybe they had a bad connection or something like that, but I don't know. Not that bad, I guess. Alright, let's tilt it this way, see if this thing puts out. It's putting out 10,000 volts, give or take, based on this tester. Alright, I'm going to let this thing run for a minute. I'm going to go look at go grab the note on it, and while I go grab the note, you can watch it click. Alright, it says has stopped working, light indicators not going to green. Well, looks to me that it's working. So, and we're going across the end of these green and red wires at the clamps themselves. So if you tested there, it was good. If you tested down there, it was bad. Then we got problems. So we probably have a bad short in the fence or something like that, because these lights will tell you at a glance how are things doing. If for some reason you're you walk by one day, it shows all the green. You walk by a month later, and it's in the yellow or the lower green or the red. And it's like kind of like a fence performance gauge. So depending on how high up these lights go, it's going to be how good your fence is running. So the higher it is, the better your fence is. So if it's in the lower green, okay, yeah, it's not probably not doing great. It's not doing real bad. It's in the yellow. It's, you know, more worse. In the red, you know, okay, I gotta check my fence. So they probably have something dogging it down out there. Just for the heck of it, let's slowly turn the power down, a voltage down on my my power supply here. See if it makes any change. Well, we were at 12.9 volts DC. Now we're down to 12. Let's crank it a little bit more. Oh, we're at 11.7. See, it's still clicking along, but it's telling me, hey, battery's getting a little low. So crank it back up. At 12.2, light stopped blinking at you, but it's still working. You can see it was flashing that, but it's still working. Let's crank it down and see when it actually shuts off. But 12 volts, 11.9 started coming on. 11 volts. .9, 11.8, 11.5. Still running. Light's still going in the green. It's still clicking. 11.3, still running. 11.2, 11, still running. I think 11 volts is the cutoff. It finally quit at 10.9. Alright, so I think the unit itself is fine. They must have some kind of issue out there in the fence. Because, you know, I would think these things are either going to work or they're not going to work. Well, I'm kind of curious. What's this thing look like on the inside? Let's see. I think you take these two screws loose here. Oh, of course, they're not there. Security Torx of some sort. I think you just roll this forward. Is a screw hiding here somewhere? I don't want to break anything. Pull it forward. I'm going to turn the light on so I can see a little bit better. Something fell when I popped off the case. Let's flip this around. I just want to make sure that we're not missing something anywhere. Something's been arcing right there. See all this black soot stuff burnt right there. Good thing we opened it. See, it's melted, and there's some black stuff across there. And something fell when I opened it up. I think there's supposed to be like a little lightning rod that runs across there. Little rod deal. Let's unplug this cord right here so I get this back case out of the way. These Gallaghers, these newer ones, always have a funny smell to them. They got this conformal coating on their boards to protect them. Let's see if we can flip this over, see if something falls out. Oh, there it is. Yep, there's that little lightning rod. I imagine what happened, either lightning did get a hold of it, or it got bumped and it had been arcing. It was rested up right against the bolt there. You know, and shooting an arc across there. It got so hot from it arcing that it melted that plastic, because it's supposed to sit right there. Huh. And see, it's all little rod they use for spark gap lightning stuff is all burnt up. And I imagine it's been doing it for a while, because I don't think that would happen right away. I think it would have taken some time to get that burnt and black. Yeah, it's supposed to sit. Let's see if we can clean this off a little bit. It said it wouldn't go all the way in the top green, so if this thing was touching somewhere it wasn't supposed to be touching, yeah, it's not going to stay there no more. And I don't know, you know, this is cosmetic. I don't think it's going to really hurt not having that thing in there. And I don't think Gallagher stocks the they might have to call, but I don't think they have the cases in stock, the front case. I've never had to order one. They might have it. I don't know. But pretty simple look to it. But I imagine if you flip the circuit board over, it would be a nightmare of electronic stuff. You know, with surface mount technology on it. But yeah, Gallagher builds all this stuff in-house. Something that they don't build, I don't think, is the capacitors. They have those sourced from somebody, but they have them specially made for their specs. But Gallagher builds their own transformers in-house, their own circuit boards in-house, their own plastic cases in-house, stuff like that. They use good quality bolts on their stuff as well. So, pretty neat little setup on the inside. I'm not taking the circuit board out because I don't have to take it out, and I don't want to take it out. I mean, what are you going to see? Just the front side, you know. So let's get that case over here. Let's plug the wire back in. It's like it goes a certain way. It goes like this. Actually, made this just a little longer. All right. We'll slide forward a little bit. I'll take those screws wherever I put them at. We're just going to call this one done. Plug the wire back in. We'll check one more time.